All right, everybody, welcome everybody to this word processing second lecture. After we finish lecture on introduction to computers and introduction to operating system, we also have learned about introduction to word processing, and this is the fourth lecture for the CCC series, and this will be the final lecture for word processing. Okay, we are going to complete word processing lecture today. So what we have already learned in word processing is these things. First, we learn about word processing basics such as creating, opening, saving, closing Word documents, and page setups like print, preview, printing, export to PDF, etc. We also learn about how to create text such as selection, editing, copy page, font color, font style, size selection, etc. We already talk about alignment, undo, redo, find and replace, autocorrect spelling and grammar in the last lecture. So today we are going to learn the next important things in word processing. First of all, let us learn what is paragraph indentation. All right. Paragraph indentation is nothing but the number of tabs or the number of space which occurs in a paragraph. For example, as you can see in this diagram, the first line of the paragraph can be one single tab or two single tab. Or the paragraph that you can give space on the left hand side of the paragraph and on the right hand side of the paragraph. So in order to do this paragraph indentation, you have to go to format and paragraph both in Microsoft Word as well as in LibreOffice Writer. Okay, the picture which I have shown you here is LibreOffice Writer. When you go to format paragraph, you will see this box, and in this box you have to go to indents and spacings. Under indent tabs, I hope you can find before text, after text and first line. Okay, so before text is set as 2.5 centimeter here, and first line is set as 2.5 centimeter here, and before and after text is not set. Okay, after you have specified the space you want, you can click OK. Okay, this is the final output after I format the paragraph. The first paragraph where the first line is set to 2.5 centimeter. As you can see, the welcome to paragraph indentation starts a little bit to the right side of the paragraph. And then the second paragraph, in this second paragraph, text before text is set to 2 centimeter. So you got some white space on the left hand side. That is the before text. And in this third paragraph, the after text is set to 3 centimeter. So you got some space after the text. Okay, this is all about paragraph indentation. I hope it's clear. Inset hiya magturo. Paragraph pathum katay pa amma sabera hiyan first line ka 2.5 centimeter kasi da chu wang chuan tep met ang deuh khan ti khana om phei ta. Chuan second paragraph hiyan before text ka 2 centimeter in kasi da chu wang chuan a text ma a khan blank space ka om thei pa. In a third paragraph hiyan after text hi 3 centimeter set ani a chu wang chuan ading lam a khan space om thei pa ni ti chuan paragraph kha in du dan tanin indentation kha akal pui thei ani. Now let's go to the next one. In Microsoft Word, you have to do like this: layout, and there is indentation directly under the layout menu, or you can also go to the circle, the circle which is labeled as 2 in this diagram, And then you will see indentation. Under indentation, there is left and right. Left so before text, right so after text ka anime. Ka kan kalpui dan. Ani Microsoft Word at one. Now let's go to bullets and numbering. Bullets are lists of items or text without any ordering, or they are usually uncountable. As you can see on the right hand side of the picture on the right hand side, the top one, it is bullets, right? I use tick mark as the uh, bullet point, okay? The bullets point. Numbering is given on the bottom right hand side picture. It is 1, 2, 3. That is numbering. These are known as bullets and numbering. So bullets and numbering play very important role in text editing. So depending on the type of bullets or numbering you use, your documents or your textbook may look or your newspaper may look very appealing or interesting. Okay, so let's learn how to create these types of bullets and numbering. In order to create bullets and numbering in LibreOffice Writer, you have to go to Format, Menu, and then select Bullets and Numbering. So you encounter a bullet list and number list. Under the bullet list, you can select whatever bullet you want. And also under number list, you can select whatever number you want. In Microsoft Word, you can go to the Home tab and there will be bullets and numbering tool, which can be directly selected. So what I forgot to tell you is before changing any formatting, you have to select the text first. Okay? Without selection, it will not have any effect on the already typed text. So if you are going to apply bullets or numbering, you have to select it first. Now let's go to the next one, change case. Change case is very simple. From small letter, you can convert to capital letter. From capital letter, you can convert to small letter. And you can change the capital to small, small to capital, something like that, okay? So that can be done easily in LibreOffice Writer from the format menu. And then you have to go to text. Then you can choose uppercase to convert to everything to capital letter, lowercase everything to small letter, and cycle case. Cycle case means you can change the uh, case, if capital small, if small capital, something like that. That is known as cycle case. You can directly press Shift and F3 functions as the keyboard shortcut to cycle case. And sentence case. In sentence case, usually the starting letter will be capital, all other will be small. That is sentence case. Sentence case. And capitalize each words. Capitalize each words means the first letter in each word will be capitalized. A toggle case is not an official one. The first letter will be small and the other will be capital. And small caps. In capital also, it's two types, the real capital and small caps. The text will be capital, but it will be a little bit small size. Oh. This change case can easily be done under the Home tab in Microsoft Word. In Shetiam Angtero, Shetiam Lauturo, Lawing Kashia, text ka horop puya itlak do emo horop te itlak do emo ka select potanga sumi select zo huna chuan for format chuan text sa ikalanga chuan uppercase nge horop puya convert down chuan uppercase ka click mai to renia horop te convert down chuan lower case click le mai to renia anwai mi ang khan sentence case te katiang khan du kha athan thei mai ni chu change case kan ti chu ani. Now let's talk about header and footer. Okay, header and footer. Header and footers are those texts which are usually inserted at the top as well as at the bottom of the page. So header and footer are used to insert page number, the title of the page, sorry, the title of the page, the count, the number of the page. For example, if you have 100, the page number can be 55 of 100, 56 of 100, like that. Okay, so that can be inserted in header and footer. So the headers are usually used to display the chapter name or the textbook name or something like that. So in LibreOffice Writer, you can go to insert and you can go to header and footer, and or if you want to insert a number, you can go to insert, you can go to page number, something like that. So in Microsoft Word, you can do from the insert tab, right? You have to click insert tab and you will find a button for header and footer. All right. So header and footer is very useful to give page numbering and some text which will appear in every page. Okay, whatever you type in page header and footer, it will appear in every page. But regarding the numbering, if you give the page number in header and footer, you don't need to increase yourself. Page number will start from 1 to 3, like that. It will increase automatically when you create a new page also. So that's the advantages of header and footer. Header and footer, let me explain a little bit in Mizo, so to make it a more understandable. Header and footer kan ti hi phek chung lampang kha header ani maya, phek hoi lampang alo lang to kha footer ani maya. Phek chung lampang hi enge mothu aziak tu ming te ale kha pu ming te eng lo na tan khan an mang te utrina chapter name te chuan an hoi lampang ero chu phek number da nan te achung lampang po da thei lo ti na ni chuang lo in an hoi lampang hi page number te chuan enge mo da nan khan an mang de utrina. Chuan page header and footer kan da ho reng reng hi phek tin khan aron lang do na. Page number ipe ani chuan nang ma hetia 1 2 3 va pek chap ngai lowin page number insert tab la phek khan na khat 1 ani nga langa 2 3 ti khan automatically na kalanga phek dang siam bel poni la number kha increase to mai do na kha header and footer trangkai na ani e. Now let's go to table manipulation. Table is play an important role in any text editing software. For example, in college, we used to have the timetable kan they train. So table mga siya mani. So in LibreOffice Writer, you can go to table. There is a separate menu for table. So you have to go to table and insert table. The keyboard shortcut is Control plus F2. Okay, Control plus F2 image one. Insert table. Anita. Then you'll get this box which I have shown you here. The picture which I have shown you here. You can give the name of the table if you want, and number of columns and number of rows. And this number of columns and rows can be added or deleted afterwards also. It's up to you. You can select any number of rows and column. And then you can specify the style if you want. But if you don't want the style, it will be none, and you can click insert. But in case of Microsoft Word, you have to go to insert tab and then go to table and insert table again. And changing cell width and height. All right. When you insert a table, the width and size will be automatically adjusted depending on the page. But if you want to make it smaller or to make it larger, if you want the cell to be higher or lower, something like that, you can modify it easily. Okay. One easy method which I often followed is using mouse. Okay, if you place your mouse between the cell, your mouse will change into 2 arrows cursor, and by holding down your mouse, you can move your mouse to increase the cell width or height. Okay, that can be done easily. So if you want to give equal width to every column, you may go to table size and adjust the row or adjust the height depending on your requirement. All right, that's what you can do here. In this picture, I have shown you from table, you can go to size, row height, and width. It can be adjusted automatically. In Microsoft Word, you can do the same thing on table by selecting the table cells and right click on that cell and go to table properties, and from that properties you'll find columns and rows, and from that columns you can specify your preferred height and weight and something like that. Okay. In chat here mem kashelawa Mizo tren kan soile anga table kan han siam ta kan phe ka khan lo lang ta chu a size kha do angin adjust any chu mouse mangin cell in kar kan timaya khami table a line of omang chi khan mouse wata taula a size thak the ang hinar in thak nga mouse me tang chung idu dan dan in apo lenin apo zim the ni idu dan dan in ipot zim in ipot lian the ti na ni chu changing cell width and height kan ti chu ani tani. Now let's talk about alignment of text in cell. Table here alignment here. Let's say like this. There are three horizontal alignment such as left, center, right. Okay, left, center, right. That is horizontal alignment. And also we have vertical alignment. Vertical alignment we have top, center, and bottom. Right. So 3 into 3 is 9. So combination of 9 types of alignments are possible, which I have shown you in this table itself. Top left, top center, top right, center left, center right, and center. Bottom left, bottom right, and bottom center. Okay, these are the 9 combinations of alignments. Now let's go to, but in MS Word, you can go to layout and table, and from there you can choose these 9 alignment options after selecting the cell which you want to align. Now let's talk about insert, delete, merging, splitting of rows and columns. All right, from table menu, you can go to delete, and you can delete rows or columns or the entire table also. From insert, you can insert rows or columns. And from let's here I have shown you the menu for insert. When you are going to insert, you can insert any rows or columns above the current position or below the current position. And the same applies to column also. You can insert to the left, which is before. You can insert to the right, which is after. Right? At once also you can insert as many rows and as many columns as you want. So you can click rows and specify the number of rows which you want to insert, and go to column and specify the number of columns which you want to insert. Regarding delete, you have three options: rows, columns, and table. If you select table, the entire table will be deleted. But if you select column, you can the present column where your cursor is located will be deleted. And if you select rows, the present rows where your cursor is located will be deleted. Okay, that is delete and insert. Now let's talk about merge cell. Merge cell means combining different cell as a single cell. This is popular in timetable. For example, you have a two periods break. So they usually combine the 2 period break into one single large cell. So in order to do that, you have to select the 2 period break and then go to table, and then you can go to merge cell. Okay, or you can right click on the selected portion and then choose merge cell, and then it will become one single cell. If you don't want to combine cell, and if you want to split it again into 2 or 3 cells, you can do the same. Okay, you can right click on that cell and split cell and specify the number of cells where you want to split, whether it should be horizontal or whether it should be vertical, and then click OK. Then your cell will split again, which can be changed, the size can be changed accordingly, right? All these things can be performed in Microsoft Word from the insert menu. I hope it's clear, right? Table chung chang kan soi meka table khan rows ima mozat le column ima mozat atira khan lo nei lo ma la idu chuan anua delete ada le theya delete le thei boka chuan cell cell kan ti table rows le column pakhat kha idu chuan pakhat item kha combine the chu mar cell ti na ni alian deuh te phei chu du le split the iti te the I chen te le the chu split cell ti na ni Microsoft Word hian insert menu atang khana ti the vet ani. Now let's talk about boulder and setting in table. Table here boulder and setting he if you want to make your table look a little bit beautiful, you can go and set table properties and boulder. From that border you can adjust the line. As I have shown you the table here, I have shown you the picture here. You can choose the boulder, you can choose the thickness of line, you can choose the color also, you can choose the width also, and at the same time you can also set the shadow style, okay, as given in the picture. In Microsoft Word you can right click table properties and you can go to border and setting. From there you can set the background for the border, or you can also set whatever you want, like the border color, border setting, etc. Okay, we almost finished. Okay, I hope it's not boring. And the last features in Microsoft Word or any word processing software like LibreOffice is about mail merge. Mail merge, okay? Understanding mail merge is very important because it is usually asked in CCC exam. Okay, mail merge. He CCC exam anso du pakhat ani chinawangin thiam nge torin lo ngai tha ula kadua. Before we start mail merge, is there any questions from the students? Zona in name, you may type in the chat box or you can speak to me directly if you have any questions. Okay. Seems no question. In Shithiam Zelen, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now let's talk about mail merge. I'll try to explain as clear as possible. Mail merge is a feature in word processing software to create multiple documents at once. Okay. For example, if you want a letter or envelope to to be created for different persons, you can create in one document and mail it to different persons or print it for different names automatically. That is mail merge. Mail merge is available in most of the word processing softwares like Microsoft or LibreOffice, etc. Okay, let me explain again in Mizo. Achian lau takin. Tuna po hiyan entenan CCC lo exam doon ta in admit ka design ka inang de ufe ka in anlo na lai ka in ning in roll number chuan in exam date le timing ang chi te khalo inang lo ta chuan in exam center te khalo inang lo ta chuan mission shan ta na khatianga document sang wasiam kha thil boy thak ani chuwang chuan they used to create in mail merge if it is not automatically generated. Okay, Microsoft Word mo LibreOffice Writer mangin mo document kadu token kan han design nga like this. I'll show you like this. And tinan hetiang hian low design taila hian do token kan han design ta CCC examination admit card kan tia name of student, roll number, date of exam, exam center, and paste your recent passport photo here. Paste your recent passport photo. Tivel kha hi kan document design lo ni ta se hemi design dan to so in thiam karing to in suve ka nga CCC examination admit card size lian de bold in kan da so name of student tivel kha tikhan kan han tia pakhat in siam ta ne chuan kan tum dana chuan mail merge mangin student ming te automatic in kan insert anga chuan roll number te automatic in kan insert anga hetilai phe khat admit card do to ka kan lo chei kha mi exam tur sang khat lom ta se sang khat ne na khan an mani ming roll number le exam center te exam date te adang chawang khan kan ti thei don ti na ni chu a process ka then I'll explain the process firstly you have to create the document which I have shown you. And then you have to go to Tool, Mail Merge Wizard in LibreOffice Writer. Okay, LibreOffice Writer mo Microsoft Word apozongola thau. Then you can you can click starting documents for mail merge. You can select the document types and you can insert the different fields. We call it as address blocks. Okay, and you can create salutations like Mr. and my Miss, etc. And you can adjust the layout and you can merge. When you merge, single document will be merged to many documents depending on the number of persons where you are going to send. Okay, I'll show you the process step by step, and I hope it will be easy for you to understand. First of all, you have to create the documents. I have already created here. I have shown you here. Next, you have to go to Tools, Mail Merge Wizard, and then this window will appear. Okay, this window will appear. And use current document, because if you are currently opening the document which you want to merge, you have to select use current document and click next. After you click next, you have to choose between letter or email. Okay, if you are going to send to their email directly, you can choose email message accordingly. Or if you are going to print admit card for admit card, you can select letter, something like that, and click next. When you click next, you'll get these types of window again. So in these types of windows, since we don't have any students or any details of the students, we have to go to select address list, right? So after clicking select address list, you will find these types of window again, address list. Since we don't have any already created address list, you can click create. After you click create, you have to you will see these types of screen which is given on the left hand side. On the left hand side, you see title, first name, last name, company name, address line, state, etc. But in our case, we don't need all these features, okay, all these address lists. Therefore, you have to click customize. Okay, after clicking customize, you will see the windows or the picture which I have shown you on the right hand side. So these right hand side windows have three buttons. The first one is to add, and the second delete and rename, right? So you can delete all the existing fields which is already given in the software, and then create a new field depending on your requirement. In our example, we require name of students, roll number, date of exam, and exam center. Okay, so you have to you have to add these fields. After doing that, you have to click OK. Then after clicking OK, you can type the name of the students, the roll number, date of exam, and exam center. Okay, here I have typed 5 students. So depending, you can type as many students as you have, which you want to issue admit card to them. All right. So here I have typed 5 names, and this one is the 5th student. Okay, and after that you have to click OK. Okay. After clicking OK, you are almost ready to merge your document. Okay, to send your document to different list. And then after this, you can click OK and finish. Then you will go back to the admit card which you have already prepared. And then from that admit card, you can click the database icons, which I have a rectangle in red, which is labeled as number 1. Click that number 1 and go to number 2. Number 2 means this CCC students tables and CCC students, which I have said. These are the 5. Yeah, these are the 5 persons which I have created. Which have name, roll number, date, and exam center. And then from this, you can drag and drop the column heading to the respective places. For example, I can drag name to name of student. I can drag roll number to roll number of student. I can drag date to date of exam. I can drag center to exam center like that. Then you can click the March button, red circle, and then it will be sent to everybody, or everybody admit card will be generated. That is known as mail March. Is it clear? Or you want me to repeat in Mizo? Kakit ya, ma'am? Mizo to nga soyle nga yan. Shetiyan mo.
Yes, sir.
Nang ma chau mi le. Mi dang hian nam to lo mi.
Umangaron tong zukwa.
Mail March hi le khathon committee ko na te polo ta se an ming chewa thoni du sia khatiang chi document pakhat committee ko na nal dewi ni sia manga chu mail March so na kan sia mang hian Mizo tongin han soile thok thok kai le tools atang mail March wizard e kalanga chuan chuta chuan letter kan thlang le anga chuta chuan address list kan click le anga address list chunga khan kan nei sa chuan nei sa a list committee na member list nei sai lo ni chuan i thlang mai anga i nei lo ni chuan create ti anga chuan committee member list khan engenge an ming phone number designation te i lo da do chuan khatiang khan heta add and delete mangin i du du kha i siam anga i siam so hun an ming kha type an via type to ranita chuan chumi type so huna okay finish mai to rani I finish huna hetiang box I documents chunglam panga khan lo lang to anga chuan database ka click anga chuan file ming to receive angka lo lang le anga chuan chuta chuan table lo lang I field type song lo lang anga chuan chung I field type table heading how to eta student heta chuan student eta committee ko na no same ming chu ming zone mouse mangin ipot klanga ti khan ida ke kanga chumi zo nuwa heta like circle ka highlight la hi click ta la an mani ming chawin committee ko na kha aron generate anga phek tam takaron ya mishing karu ka chuan phek karon dia nga chu chu print thei do mai don ta ni. That's about mail March. And with that we finish the word processing software. And these are some of the shortcut keys which I found it useful, which may be important for the coming exam. And so I have displayed here. Spell check is F7, and these are the different. F12 is numbering on control F12, insert or edit table, something like that. Okay, so many things, so many keyboards are there, but since we have learned so many things, I think these are some of the keyboard shortcuts we have. I haven't spoken, that's why I have displayed here. Control A, select all, Tina, Anita. That's all. Do you have any question from you?
Imo, sir, header and footer akan mo. Kalau dyan chapter number, chapter name, Tuanin ang next page kan aron lang don tayo teatro. Tuan kami ka ang next page kan lang lo tur kan du tayo lang atida do ben tutu.
Ang next page lang lo turay du ka tuan kami page big kan header and footer ni lawin mo kami page big at chung lampang kan isip to pam tuan kami page at chap kan omang.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, good question. Do you have any other question, please? In practice, ZLM ina. Microsoft Word mangkon practice sula thei thawa LibreOffice in download thei chuan internet in nei chak tho chuan asai sia lian lo 200 megabyte velani a lian ve to tho lian ve thawanga internet chak lo deuh tan chuan chu in download anga in do talk in a practice thei ta chuan practice a khan in thiam lo khain so miron so zel don ne If there is no more questions, so I have some sample questions, let's view together. Model questions tem karon siam le chu and hole taila. So the first one, the paragraph indentation can be set from edit menu, view menu, insert menu, format menu. Which one? Hey, tell it to run sang rồi lên. A, B, C, D. Paragraph indentation consider.
C.
Sorry? What is your answer here? CCC exam can be like this.
The indentation can be set for edit menu.
Okay, boys. Again, what is your answer here? Mi paho khan sang teule, unreached teule. No negative marking, okay? A, B, C, D, which one?
C. Sir.
Huh?
Oh, ni ada apa saya tahu. Apa saya tahu ni. Ah, yang mana meeting mana.
In Jin per khan say teule. View menu mo. Adi kem kanena. View tu ni lau pota. Insert po ni lawa. Format menu wa changa thanto rani. Okay? Now next question. Please answer. This next question is for girls. Next question. Keyboard shortcut to cycle case of selected text is keyboard
B.
shortcut. Which one?
B.
B more.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Keyboard shortcut.
Oh, here. Joan, let's go to the next question. The next question should be answered by boys. Header and footer can be created from the which menu? Header and footer, from which menu? Boys, can you answer? Seems no answer from the boys. And what about girls? Which one is the correct answer?
C niang.
C. Yes, it's correct. And let's go to next question. The keyboard shortcut to insert a table is, what is the keyboard shortcut to insert a table? I think we have learned, right?
B.
B more.
A.
A. Okay, B and A. Let's check it. B sunilaw pot maya apawa. C ponilawa. D ponilawa. A. Kanula teka and ngay tachani. Last question. The total number of possible alignment in table cells is
C.
C. Yes. Okay. So in this class, performance of boys is not good, but performance of the girls very good, better than the boys. Do you have any more questions?
Sir.
Yes.
Hello, kasi zanam pangalan ila sunaso malakare.
Yes, zanlam pangapoti dan thawa indu chuan. But when I conduct the survey, the number of students which opted the morning, okay, before noon is much more than the night.